Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us today. I'd like to thank Sharjah Research and Technology and Innovation Park for setting up this conference. It is a massive marathon of 14 hours of those talking about technology and the importance of technology transfer to the MENA region and to the wider world at large. With regards to technology, the UAE during this very difficult time of 2020 launched its first planetary exploration mission to Mars. The mission was launched on the 20th of July, and the HOPE probe is currently underway, crossing a third of its journey. It's 20 million kilometers away, over 20 million kilometers away from Earth. It's crossed more than 150 million kilometers on its long journey towards Mars. One of the primary objectives of this mission is not only reaching Mars. The primary objective is to raise the risk and the competitiveness of our engineering capability in the Emirates, and to ensure a valid development capabilities towards capabilities towards transferring knowledge and know-how and experience, which is vital to the development of key industries within the Emirates. The space sector was selected by the UAE's leadership to develop capabilities in science and technology, and to ensure that such a technology that is considered a very robust is transferred to Emirati engineers who were part of the development effort. Of course, this was an international endeavor. It was not a feat that the UAE accomplished on its own. It was done through knowledge partnership with a know-how transfer program with our friends at the University of Colorado Boulder. The primary objective of that is to couple the engineers who have been working in the UAE space sector on developing and building Earth observation satellites, together with those that are experienced in developing planetary missions. Now, while we move from Earth observation satellites to planetary exploration missions as a system is 5 times more complex. As a risk, it's far riskier than Earth observation missions, and those are satellites that take images of Earth. And more importantly, the risk appetite of the team has been elevated significantly. And that being said is exactly what is needed for the foundations of the development of a post-oil economy in the Emirates that is focused on adopting and adapting technologies towards vital needs, increasing our export of high technology. And the Sharjah Research, Technology and Innovation Park is one example of how the Emirates is moving towards doing that. The second objective is to develop key specializations in engineering that are absolutely necessary. What the Emirates Mars mission is, the HOPE probe, it is a smart, robust system that thinks for itself because it's been programmed to do that. We have no real-time communication with the spacecraft, and it needs to work and enter orbit around a planet that is very far away from us. It has been a very intricate process and procedure to design and develop it. Be it from mission design, to identifying our scientific questions, to finding the right instrumentations that need to be in place for getting vital science out of this. And this mission, once it arrives to Mars in February of 2021, will provide us with the first holistic image of the Martian climate change status, and more importantly, the relationship between the weather system of Mars and loss of atmosphere. And this gives us a better understanding from the larger context of things on how planets evolve and how our planetary systems evolve. Now, what's next for the Emirates in the space sector after its mission? What has been vital is achieving the key objective that has been placed on this mission, that is transferring knowledge and know-how in designing and developing very complex technology. So the next step is about building and developing a space industry within the Emirates, focus at the private sector, focus at designing and developing very small and robust spacecrafts and satellites. And to be able to do that within the private sector is what will impact the economy, but will create a vital change in the entire region. We believe in access to space, access to data, to space data. That is vital to urban development, that is vital to better understanding the changes that are occurring to our planet, and that are vital to the continuous development efforts that we see across the board, be it in agriculture, to planning our water systems, to planning our roads and infrastructure, to ensuring our safety and security. In the years to come, we foresee a development of an entire ecosystem here in the Emirates, to be able to transfer this knowledge that has been gained as a stimulator in planetary exploration and be able to create wider impact here on Earth, designing new programs for those fresh graduates that are coming out of our great engineering schools within the country, and proceed with optimizing them to start their own businesses in space, to allow them to further explore and develop the potential the space sector can have, and then utilize the technology that has been developed in the space sector for it to have an even greater impact on the economy, to have a greater impact on the subsidiary, on tangential sectors that exist within the country. With that, I'd like to thank you for your time and for joining us today.